Second scrimmage.
Second scrimmage in the books, and it was not so pretty one. It was kind of ugly, to be honest. We got out there still early. They started early, and there was a lot more people there, a lot more recruits. Got to spend some time with the free recruits, which they enjoyed the visit. We'll probably talk about that here in a few, but it was a little bit more ugly. The offense had an ugly day compared to what they had on the first scrimmage. Seems like the defense kind of won the day. And, you know, the quarterback situation right now, Milton had the worst day that he's had in both scrimmages. I mean, it's only been 2, but I mean, it just wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty whatsoever. And I know it's only spring, and I, number one, understand that it's fully spring and there's a long ways to go. He's only been here for so long, but there's just some things of connecting with wide receivers. There's been short throws, some throws, you know, just not near the wide receiver. There's things that he's got to do to understand this offense, but under Norvell and Dillingham, and it just wasn't a good day. It was easy to tell that Jordan Travis and Tate Rodemaker have been here for a few seasons and kind of understand, at least Jordan Travis understands and Tate Rodemaker understands this offense that Norvell had last year. This is still spring. I don't need people. I don't think it's worth, people freaking out over it that Milton is maybe not understanding the offense fully or connecting or having a lot of chemistry with his wide receivers, because he's been working on that. This is not a thing where he's just not caring about anything and working with these guys on their own. We've been talking about it for weeks now. He's been doing this, but just didn't have a good day whatsoever. And he'd probably say the same thing. But Jordan Travis seems like, that this is by far his spot to lose. I mean, this is spring, so there's not really a lot of competition going on right now. It's more of trying to understand the offense and get through the spring protocol and actually have a spring under Norvell, his first year, really having a true spring. So, but it's easy to tell. Jordan Travis is more comfortable in this offense. That he's still, though, things he's got to work on. He's very antsy in the pocket and instantly wanting to run around because let's be honest, he's an athlete. He's very skilled at running. He's quick and fast and able to get out of the pocket. But it just wasn't a pretty day for the offense. You've got bad snaps. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything like it for where you've got Maurice Smith and also Zane Herring, who moves over to center backup, who's going to be potentially the backup center. Both of them, but mainly Zane Herring's having a terrible time snapping the ball to Mackenzie Milton or whoever it is behind there. It was, I think I counted 7 bad snaps in one scrimmage, whereas in the first scrimmage there was maybe 1. So the offensive line just had a really bad day. It was just not pretty. The defense was able to take control. But yeah, it seems like there's a lot of negatives here, but I'm sure we'll talk about some positives heading forward.
Jason, the offensive line had a bad day.
Well,
yeah, it's coming.
It's shocking. Who would have thought that the offensive line, as superb as they were, almost up there with the 85 Bears offensive line, the offensive line of the Steelers teams back in the day. Who would have thought that offensive line would have crumbled just so like that after their great 2020?